certain artifacts defy easy explanation, leaving scholars and historians puzzled, igniting the imaginations of those who dare to wonder what they might mean. In part 3 of our series about ancient unexplained artifacts, we go even deeper into the mysterious, examining 5 more artifacts that continue to confuse experts. Could they be the remnants of lost technologies, signs of forgotten cultures, or something else entirely? Join us and gather round the fire as we explore the strange, the unexplained, and the ancient past on episode 105, Unexplained Ancient Artifacts, Part 3. In 1972, scientists made a startling discovery at a uranium mine in Oklo, Gabon. Hidden beneath the earth lay evidence that, around 1.7 billion years ago, long before complex life existed, a natural nuclear fission reactor had spontaneously formed and operated in this region. This ancient reactor ran for hundreds of thousands of years, generating heat and performing complex nuclear reactions. But how could such a sophisticated process occur naturally without human intervention? The discovery of Oklo defied the known limits of natural science, raising questions about the true capabilities of the ancient Earth, and challenging everything we thought we knew about nuclear physics. The Oklo site is home to 16 naturally occurring nuclear reactors, each formed under a rare and unique set of conditions. These ancient reactors worked because uranium deposits, rich in fissile material, were in just the right configuration, and water served as the key ingredient. Acting like a natural moderator, the water slowed down neutrons, allowing the nuclear fission chain reaction to continue. Remarkably, when the water evaporated, the reaction would stop, only to reignite when water seeped back in. It's a natural system that mimicked the control mechanisms of modern nuclear reactors, over 1 billion years before humans ever existed. When the reactors were active, the concentration of uranium-235 was around 3%, similar to the enrichment level used in today's nuclear power plants. This higher concentration was crucial, providing the perfect conditions for a sustained, natural nuclear reaction. It's estimated that these natural reactors generated less than 100 kilowatts of thermal power, enough to sustain a slow but steady process over hundreds of thousands of years. The discovery of the reactors had profound implications for scientists. It was like finding a natural laboratory, offering a rare opportunity to study how radioactive materials migrate geologically over time. This knowledge has directly influenced nuclear waste management strategies, as the reactor's radioactive byproducts have remained largely contained within the site for nearly 2 billion years. The site is a perfect example of how, given enough time, nature can reveal to us humans the secrets of what we might call advanced technology. China has long been susceptible to earthquakes, some of which caused widespread devastation across its vast regions of the country. During the Han Dynasty, frequent tremors posed a significant challenge, particularly since there was no reliable way to detect or even understand what caused these seismic events. Without early warning systems, officials struggled to respond effectively, especially in distant regions where tremors were not felt near the epicenter of the earthquake. During the time, Zhang Heng was already renowned for his contributions to astronomy, mathematics, and engineering, and he aimed to address the problem. His goal was to develop a device capable of detecting seismic activity from afar, allowing the capital to be alerted about earthquakes even if the tremors were not directly experienced. In 132 AD, Zhang Heng invented the Zhang Heng Seismograph, one of the earliest known devices designed to detect earthquakes. This remarkable invention not only showcased Zhang Heng's profound understanding of natural forces, but also highlighted ancient China's advanced technological capabilities. The Zhang Heng Seismograph was a marvel of ancient engineering, celebrated for its ingenious design and functionality. The device consisted of a large bronze urn, approximately 6 feet in diameter, adorned with 8 intricately crafted dragon heads arranged around its exterior. Each dragon faced a specific direction, north, northeast, east, southeast, and so forth, representing the points of the compass. Beneath each dragon was a statue of a toad with its mouth open, ready to catch a small bronze ball held by the dragon above. When an earthquake struck, the seismic waves would trigger an internal mechanism within the urn, causing one of the balls to drop from the dragon's mouth into the toad's waiting jaws, indicating the direction of the tremor. This simple yet sophisticated system allowed observers to determine the general direction of distant earthquakes, marking a groundbreaking achievement in early seismology. What makes Zhang Heng's seismograph particularly impressive is its reported accuracy. According to historical records, during its first significant use, the seismograph detected an earthquake in a distant region of China, an event that went unnoticed in the capital. Days later, a messenger confirmed that the earthquake had indeed occurred in the exact direction indicated by the seismograph, validating the device's effectiveness. Although the precise internal mechanics of Zhang Heng's seismograph have been lost to history, modern replicas based on historical descriptions provide us with valuable insights into how the device might have operated. While it did not predict earthquakes, it offered crucial information about their occurrence and direction, potentially aiding response efforts and saving lives. In a world still contending with the destructive power of earthquakes, Zhang Heng's work proves the long-held human pursuit of understanding and mitigating the forces of nature. In a cave near an ancient cemetery at Beit Sheharim, a historic Jewish town in northern Israel, lies an extraordinary discovery: a massive slab of glass measuring approximately 6.5 feet wide, 11 feet long, and 18 inches thick. Weighing an astonishing 9 tons, this slab is far from what one might imagine when thinking of glass. Discovered in the 1960s during an exploration of the cave, workers initially mistook the slab for a concrete block. When they attempted to move it, the slab proved too heavy even for a bulldozer. Unable to dislodge the immense block, workers left it in place, paving the surrounding area as they continued their project to build a museum inside the cave. In 1963, a joint expedition from the Corning Museum of Glass and the University of Missouri was surveying the region for evidence of ancient glass production. During their search, someone suggested that the mysterious slab could be made of glass. A fragment of the slab was broken off and sent to a laboratory for testing. The results stunned everyone, including the researchers themselves. The enormous slab was indeed glass, and it was estimated to be around 1,600 years old. Humans have been crafting glass for over 6,000 years, far longer than they have been making iron tools. The earliest glass objects, mostly small beads, were often byproducts of metalworking or faience production, a ceramic-like material. These early glasses were typically opaque, full of impurities, and far from the clear glass we know today. It wasn't until the 15th century BC that true glass began to appear in regions around modern-day Lebanon, coastal northern Syria, Mesopotamia, and Egypt. During the Roman period, this area of the Mediterranean became the epicenter of glass production due to the abundance of key raw materials like sand and soda ash. Glass was produced in large blocks in massive workshops, then transported across the Roman and later Byzantine empires. Artisans would reheat these blocks, softening the glass to shape it into a variety of forms, from simple vessels to elaborate glassware. The Beit Sheharim slab, however, stands out not only for its immense size but also as a relic of an advanced manufacturing technique, pushing the boundaries of what we understand about ancient glass production. Glassmaking in antiquity was a challenging process, primarily because the ingredients often contained impurities that were difficult to measure, but had significant effects on the final product. The main component of glass is silica, commonly derived from sand, which typically includes small amounts of lime. Lime plays a crucial role in glassmaking. It prevents molten sand from crystallizing, resulting in the amorphous, nearly colorless solid we recognize as glass. However, if too much lime is present, it loses this stabilizing property, causing the molten sand to crystallize into millions of microscopic structures, rendering the glass opaque. The massive glass slab at Beit Sheharim serves as a striking example of such a failure. When a core sample was drilled from the slab, it revealed that the glass was uniform from top to bottom, but underneath the slab, some partially reacted materials had not completely melted. The lowest layer of the slab still contained remnants of the original batch, resembling coffee grounds, indicating that heat had not fully penetrated to the bottom, leaving the slab essentially half-baked. This alteration caused the glass to solidify with a bluish-gray opaque appearance, rather than the transparent quality desired. As a result, the slab was never broken up to be used for making glass objects. Had the glass turned out correctly, it could have produced between 50 and 60,000 small glass items. Today, this colossal glass slab remains on the floor of the cave where it was discovered, now part of the visitor center of the museum, silently telling the story of an ambitious, ancient glass-making venture that fell short of perfection. On a typical Saturday afternoon, May 14, 1988, two young boys, 13-year-old Jamie Parks and his friend Trevor Johnson, ventured into the dense woods of Washington State, not far from the Canadian border. What began as a typical afternoon exploring the forest quickly turned into a discovery that would baffle experts for decades. Hidden among the trees, they stumbled upon a bizarre rock covered in strange, cryptic markings, alien-like drawings that defied explanation. After the discovery, Trevor eagerly shared the news with his parents, Steve and Patty Johnson. The Johnson family was going through a tough time. Steve worked as a prison corrections officer, and Patty had recently taken a second job as a receptionist to help make ends meet. The couple had poured everything they had into opening a small dress shop in a new mall, but the project was delayed due to construction setbacks, putting even more strain on their finances. Despite their struggles, Steve was intrigued by the bizarre find. Curious to see it for himself, he hiked with Trevor back into the woods, where he too was captivated by the mysterious rock and its strange, alien-like drawings. Just 2 days after discovering the rock, the Johnsons' fortunes began to take a surprising turn. The dress shop that had been delayed was finally completed, and business took off. The once struggling couple soon expanded their ventures, acquiring a movie theater and other shops within the mall. They even moved into a new home, marking a dramatic shift from the financial struggles they had faced for years. The Johnsons believed their newfound success was linked to the mysterious rock, viewing it as a symbol, or perhaps even a catalyst, for their change in luck. However, not everyone shared this sentiment. An archaeologist who studied the rock determined that its cryptic markings were not the work of American Indians, European settlers, or any known civilization from the area. Instead, as many had speculated, the carvings were most likely created no earlier than the 20th century. Despite the conflicting views on its origins, the Johnsons remained grateful to Trevor and Jamie Parks for uncovering the rock during their exploration. The Dabous Giraffes are a stunning example of Neolithic art found in the Air Mountains of north-central Niger. These remarkable petroglyphs, carved into the Dabous rock, stand up 20 feet tall and depict two intricately detailed giraffes, one male and one smaller female. Situated on a sandstone outcrop in the Tenere Desert, about 110 kilometers north of Agadez, and a few kilometers from the Trans-Saharan Highway, they are the largest known animal petroglyphs in the world. In addition to the giraffes, the surrounding area boasts 828 engravings, including 704 animals such as cattle, ostriches, antelopes, lions, rhinoceroses, and camels, along with 61 human figures and 17 inscriptions in Tifinagh. These carvings date back between 6,000 and 8,000 years, to a time when the Sahara was a lush savanna, rather than the arid desert it is today. Remnants of petrified wood found in the region further attest to its once fertile environment. The giraffe carvings were first recorded by French archaeologist Christian Dupuy in 1987, and later documented by David Coulson in 1997. To preserve these ancient works, a mold was created, and an aluminum cast of the carvings is now displayed at the Agadez airport. In 2022, researcher Nikos Salunias proposed that the Dabous giraffes might depict a previously unknown species of extinct giraffe, which he named Giraffa sahara. This hypothesis is based on the unique spot patterns observed in the carvings compared to those of existing giraffe species. While no bones of this hypothetical species have been found, Salunias suggests they may be discovered in Saharan lake deposits. From the ancient Oklo natural nuclear reactor to the revolutionary Zhang Heng Seismograph, and from the puzzling glass slab of Beit She'arim to the captivating Dabous Giraffes, we've explored a range of discoveries that challenge our understanding of history and technology. Each of these artifacts, whether they're products of natural phenomena or the ingenious creations of ancient minds, invites us to question and expand our knowledge about the past. They remind us that the world is full of secrets just waiting to be uncovered, and that even the most mysterious pieces of history hold clues to the stories of our ancestors. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the unknown and the extraordinary. If you enjoyed this exploration into the unexplained, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Fireside Unsolved. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Until next time, take it easy and be easy, you filthy bastards.